You know what, Oval fans, I actually went back and I rewatched and I seen it play by play, move by move, scene by scene. I watched the entire final, what was it, about a minute and some change of this week's episode. I remember mentioning that, I could not believe that Tyler Perry was trying to get us to believe that Sharon, who had just had a miscarriage and had just, recovered from being pretty banged up after the, Richard's truck went off the road and everything, that she was able to hold her own or fight off against Kyle, who is a highly trained Secret Service agent who also served in the armed forces. And while some people agree with me, other people, it was kind of split. You had those who, they didn't care who delivered the ass beating or if it even made sense. So long as Kyle got his ass whooped, they were here for it. Other fans were like, no, we need strong black women like this. We needed a scene like this with a woman fighting back instead of getting beaten up and all. I'm here for Sharon. Other people were like, well, Jeremy, miscarriages, they don't really affect a woman that much, or she wasn't even that banged up from the truck accident, and there's that. And then other people like, it was the adrenaline rush and everything, and that's probably why the fear for her life is what made her fight back. Other people made note to another universe where in Black Lightning, Sharon's actress was a character. She was first like a right-hand woman to Lady Eve, and then when Lady Eve was dead, or quote-unquote not returned to Freeland, because we don't know what happened post-crisis. I forgot. I think it was mentioned that she's still alive, but I forgot. It's been a while since I watched Black Lightning. Basically, she took over and whatnot. I don't know if she ever fought in that series. I know that she had guns, but I can't remember. It's been a while. But after watching the fight again, I have to admit, I buy it. It makes sense. I was wrong in my first assessment. It actually does make sense. So before I go into the breakdown, make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe because we are less than 1,000 people away from 190,000 subscribers, meaning that we're almost at 200,000, and I couldn't be happier. Hit the thumbs up button like I just mentioned because the likes really do help. How about this? For every like that's on the video, that's a punch to Kyle's groin. Alright, hit the bell icon to select all, and follow me on social media. Links are in this description below. So, Sharon's closing up shop, and she thinks Kareem has come back from the apartment after dropping off Dale when it's actually Kyle. Sharon, I need to talk. We need to talk. And she's like, how the hell did you get in here? The door is locked. And, with a smug look on his face, he tries to say, look, I need to talk to you, Sharon. Hey, I'm going to call the police. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't do that. And when she tries to flee, he grabs her by the shoulder. Sharon then swings and misses because, Kyle ducks her initial punch. And then after that, she knees him in the chest and then just delivers a flurry or barrage of punches that, he's blocking because she's aiming for his upper torso. Afterwards, he manages to grab Sharon, flip her on the ground, and he has her by, his hand around her throat, and, she's trying to grab for his as well, and basically saying, don't scream. So she ends up, and I think that's probably why she was wearing those, thigh-high boots for this scene. So when she actually kicks him from behind, it's enough force to, make him jump off of her. And he's like, why are you doing this, Sharon? I just want to talk. And she pushes over a couple of those large black baskets with knickknacks in it to kind of, create somewhat of a barrier between the two. And before she can move further to grab the yellow mop bucket and all to shove his way, he ends up grabbing her again from behind, trying to cover her mouth so she's not able to scream. And I'm thinking to myself, is there not a soul in this strip mall parking lot that's walking by and notices what's going on? So she bites him. And look, I get it. It seems stupid, but have you ever stubbed your toe in the middle of the night on the, foot of your bed or couch or whatever? And I don't care how big and strong you are. If something unexpected like a paper cut, stubbing your toe, burning your finger, not even your whole hand, but your finger in the oven or stove, you're going to recoil and flinch. It was like, it was like Pokemon. Squirtle used bite attack. Ha ha, Charmander flinched. Now finish him off. That's literally what happened. Because I feel like Kyle underestimating Sharon is why he got his ass kicked so bad. Because when you look at Sharon, you don't expect to see much of a fighter, So to actually have her putting up a decent fight, it makes sense because Kyle obviously wasn't trying to bruise her or bang her up. He was trying to, for a lack of a better phrase, capture her without any trouble, because I doubt that, he would want to deliver her to Hunter all bruised and banged up from beating her ass in order to get her to come with him. So there's that aspect of it. But yeah, she ends up biting him, and while he's like, reeling from this, she kicks him square in the chest, causing him to fall over, and she runs behind the counter, and as he's trying to collect himself and approach her at the counter, she pulls out the gun, and that's the fight. So I'll admit, Tyler Perry, this was a well choreographed fight. I still don't think it's the best fight that I've ever seen him do. I think that honor goes to Marco and Akil from the Haves and the Have-Nots, where they had their fight in the parking garage. Remember, these were the two assassins that Marco was working for Veronica, basically to tail the assassin that was hired by Jim to kill her, but then they ended up working together. That was a good fight. I thought it went on a bit too long, but it was one of the better fights in the entire Tyler Perry catalog as far as I'm concerned. This one was really good too. Now, since I looked back and analyzed it frame for frame, it actually is believable. So Sharon, I'm sorry, and Kyle, yeah, you deserve the ass whooping. I thought it would have been a bit more interesting if there was kind of a twist on it where instead of trying to abduct her for the sake of Hunter, he really did want to talk in regards to Dale. I thought that would have been an interesting twist to this scene, but based on what we see in the preview is like, look, he's a powerful man. He wants to talk to you. Don't do this. He seems to only be there for the sake of the Hunter mission as opposed to trying to figure things out about Dale. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. What did you think of the fight? Looking back, I actually do enjoy it a lot more that I, thoroughly studied it. But do you think it was bull crap? Do you think it was plot armor? Or did you think that it was great? And to be honest, yeah, I wouldn't mind Sharon, kicking me around. Oh, okay, sorry, that's a bit too much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, as I said before. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.